Howdy my peeps, and welcome to this week's video. Today I'm going to be drawing the first page of a new sketchbook. But before we get into the video, I would like to give a shout out to Hanafuyu Illustrations. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. You're the comment of the week. Thanks so much. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. Thank you so much for your comment. I really like reading y'all's comments, and if you would like to be the comment of the week, all you have to do is comment on any video. That could have been you. Oh my goodness. I have an Etsy shop. Speaking of which, all my prints are on sale for 25% off, so if you're interested in that, you can go check it out. I will be removing prints soon at some point, so if there was one you were eyeing, you might want to go ahead and look at it and get it. But anyways, I also have like stickers and keychains and stuff on there, and I also have a Patreon page, so you can check those out. Links are in the description if you're interested. But anyways, like I said, in this video, I'm drawing the first page of a sketchbook. School is starting on Monday. By the time you're watching this on YouTube, it's already started, and I'm attending my second day of classes. So yeah, and I wanted to have a little sketchbook that I could put in my school bag so I could take it with me, so that if I'm just sitting around somewhere, I can whip it out and draw some stuff if I wanted to. However, I must admit I haven't been doing that much traditional sketching. I find that whenever I feel like drawing something, I just reach for my iPad instead. But I don't expect to take my iPad with me all the time, so I think it'll be really nice to have just a smaller sketchbook that I can keep in my bag. This is one of those sketchbooks that I mentioned in last week's video, the video where I was testing out Artist Loft watercolor pad, and I mentioned Artist Loft sketchbooks and how much I like them. So this is an Artist Loft sketchbook. It's I think it's 5.5 by 8.5, I think. It's their smaller one. I normally get their 8.5 by 11. It's like the size of like a standard sheet of like copying paper, and that's the one that I normally use. But I thought that would be like a little too heavy to put in my bag, so I got the one that's like half the size. I really like these Artist Loft sketchbooks. They're, well, I was about to say they're not super expensive. They're really not, but when I went to Michael's, I noticed that they went up, and the smaller one is, I think, $6, $6 or $7, which is what the price of the larger ones used to be, and I think the larger ones are $10 now, so that's unfortunate. They used to be $5 for the large one, and they used to not have the smaller ones at all, so it'd be like that sometimes, unfortunately. But I do think I'll still be getting these because I really like them. I feel like the paper it has just like the right amount of like texture, but it's not like too textured, and it's still kind of smooth, but not too smooth, you know. And it takes well to Copics, which is what I'm going to be using in this video, and it works well with ink. I haven't done any like ink washes in these recently. I remember I've done it before, and I don't think it did anything. Like, I don't think it was too bad, but they don't. What I'm trying to say here is they don't work that well with water or like super wet things. But I'm not really sketching with like wet mediums anyway, and I have like watercolor pads for that, so I don't really need my sketchbook to hold that much water. So that's not an issue for me. But if it's an issue for you, you might want to steer clear of this one. But if you're just using it for just like pencil sketches, maybe even some pen sketches, and occasionally some Copic markers, it should be fine. They do bleed, like the markers do bleed, but I mean, they bleed through most paper, so I don't feel like that's like a huge issue. But I do really like this paper, and it is really nice. And it's, like I said, they have gone up on the price, but it's still not as expensive as some other sketchbooks out there, so they're nice. I love them, and if you're looking for a sketchbook, I highly recommend getting one of these. Is that how you say that? Anyways, like you mentioned, classes are starting for me on Monday. I haven't attended in-person classes since since the pandemic. So since it began, like I started school like right before the pandemic. That's spring semester. So I started school that January, and of course by, was it March? Yeah, it was March. The world came to a halt. So I ended up going online, and I've only done one other semester since then, and that was also online. But that was last year. So it's been a minute since I've like gone to school. And I'm also at a new college, so that's exciting. And I've been on campus like 2 times. But it's a really nice campus, and it seems like a really nice school, and I know people who've gone there, and I'm really excited. I'm not excited about the loans, but it do be like that. So oh god. Anyways, let's not, I don't have to talk about it, and you don't have to think about it, but I do need to think about it, but I'm not going to think about it right now. I am really excited though. I'm majoring in chemistry. I have mentioned that before, but I don't talk about it super often. But yeah, that's what I'm going to use my degree for. I want to use it for like I want to get into cosmetic chemistry in particular and develop some products, hair care products. That's my goal. And I know that like for some, this is like kind of off topic, like it doesn't have much to do with the drawing. But like I know that sometimes people have to hire a chemist to help them like develop their products, but I was like, you know what, maybe I can just be the chemist so I don't have to hire someone. So that's what I'm doing with my degree. I also thought about like developing art supplies, but I don't know if I'll actually do that, but I'll have the degree in chemistry, so if at some point I decide to do that, I could, which is great. It's fantastic. It's amazing. So that's happening. I cannot wait for I can't wait to graduate, which isn't, well, I mean, I feel like most people probably can't wait to graduate, but I have a ways to go, is what I'm trying to say, so, yeah. Anyways, this drawing, I wanted to do a full page thing. Since the page isn't too large, I thought that, I could definitely color the entire page with Copic markers, which I did. I also wanted it to match the cover, because the cover is this like dusty pink, so I went with a blue background. I also colored her pants that tan color and put those weird lines on it, because I was going to do ripped jeans, but then I changed my mind and decided to do tan pants, and they're not ripped, so it just has these random lines. It just looks wrinkly. So I don't like, I like the drawing, I just don't like the color choice for the pants, which is unfortunate. I really like her hair though. I used a reference on Pinterest, and if you want to see that reference, I have it pinned on my references board on Pinterest, and the link is in the description if you're interested. I never talk about my Pinterest page. I go on there quite a lot. But I just go on there for funsies, if that makes sense. And every now and then I'll come across like some art stuff or like some references I would like to use later, and I'll save them. But for the most part, I'm there for the memes. I just gotta be honest here. I love the memes. And most of them are just memes from Tumblr, but I don't go on Tumblr that often. And Tumblr kind of scares me, so I just use Pinterest to look at Tumblr memes. And apparently I'm not the only one. But anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is how my drawing turned out. I really like it. I think it's nice. I enjoyed drawing it. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Shout out to my patrons, Turtle Bun Buns, Ariana, and Sister Donna55. Thank you so much for being my patrons. I really appreciate you and everything that you do. Wow, oh my goodness. My social media links are in the description. as well as my Etsy and Patreon. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please enjoy the rest of your day, my peeps.